They are afraid of our trauma, and they're afraid of our liberation. They made this system to protect elite white folks from the trauma that from the consequences of the trauma that they caused. They are afraid of us knowing the truth about that trauma, the cause and the root of that trauma. That's why they don't want us to tell these stories, and that's why they protecting this building like that. They're not here to even protect that building. They are here to attack, just in case. Yeah, fuck you. Somebody said, fuck you. That's a good one. Fuck you. Fuck the police. Say, fuck the police. Baba Akili said, tell them about that rotten ass tree. Yeah, tell them that. You have, this is one of my favorite sayings that I learned in church. You got, she said church. Yeah, church. You can learn some good things there sometimes. You can learn some bad things too. It ain't all right. A bad seed produces a bad tree, produces bad fruit. A good seed produces a good tree, produces good fruit. Policing is a bad, fucking, rotten ass tree from the bad seed of slave catching. So we need to uproot that tree, burn them roots like the weeds they are, re-soil, plant a new good seed based in care and the centering of the most vulnerable and community. Grow that, water that, grow it, give it the resources it needs, expand it. That's what we need. We can have the resources we need, but politicians, elected leaders, and Hollywood has continued to perpetuate the idea, the false narrative, that we need these motherfuckers. That we need the system of slave catching still to this day. That we can't have another system. That we can't have a better system. That's bullshit. We need a better system. And we don't need this one. Politicians, and I want this to sink down in your soul. Take a deep breath. Take another one. The violence that we're seeing by these police, they want us to think that that's the violence, that's the only form of violence, that physical violence. But our politicians and our leaders in Hollywood too, investing money in anti-blackness, in oppressive narratives. Our elected officials choosing to continue to put dollars in a system that they know is oppressive is violence. That is violence. They have known for a long time. You could ask any of these elected officials. They know that we need mental health care infrastructure. They know that we need counselors and nurses in our schools. They know that schools are underfunded. They know that we need rehabilitation centers. They know that we need better substance abuse crisis centers. They know that we need more care in our communities in so many ways. They know that we need unarmed, non-law enforcement first responders. They know that we need more jobs. They know that we need homes, housing for everyone. They know this. It is not new news. This is not something that they are just discovering. They have chosen for years, decades, centuries, to invest in our oppression over our care. That is violence. They're afraid of the consequences of our trauma that they have inflicted on us, and they are afraid of our liberation. And the truth is, they should be. So we have to keep on coming out here in bigger and bigger numbers to let them know we are gonna hold them accountable, and they should be scared, because we're tearing this motherfucking system down and we're building something that will actually care for our community. Now, I know I told Melina that I would speak on this, so I'm gonna speak on this real quick. We put out a letter, the Prove Black Lives Matter to Hollywood letter. Over 300 black professionals from the community in Hollywood signed it. Prominent folks, you know, I'll call out some names. Tessa Thompson, Viola Davis, Devon Franklin, Charles King, Michael B. Jordan. We got so many dope folks. Kerry Washington, producers like Dana Lynn North, like so many really dope folks to sign this letter and commit to real change. Because we know every time somebody faces discrimination, these racist ass policies and discrimination that people face in our unions, our agencies, management companies, production companies, and studios, every single institution, that we face that discrimination, that we face that everyday type of violence, that everyday anti-blackness. We know that translates because Hollywood has such a hold on the culture, such an influence on the culture worldwide, but especially in this nation, this occupying force that we call America, has such an influence over politics that we have blood on our hands in Hollywood, and we have to take responsibility for that change. It is a black-led movement, calling it Hollywood for Black Lives, and we welcome not allies, but accomplices in this fight for liberation. We are committing to the end of the use of police on our sets, at our events, and to use our power to influence government, to influence our elected officials to defund the police. That's what that letter states. And to produce anti-racist content, stuff that humanizes us, that allows us to be human and have more control over our own fucking narratives. We're tired of white supremacy controlling our narratives. In the streets, in the studios, whatever. It's done. This is an end. We are not going back to the world we knew before COVID-19. When we come out of quarantine, fuck this shit. Abolish this shit. Say defund the police. Say defund the police. Say defund the police. Say defund the police. Now y'all realize they got on these green suits over here, right? They not LAPD. They the sheriffs. Let the county know we coming for them too. Say defund the sheriff. Say defund the sheriff. Say defund the sheriff. Say defund the sheriff. We ain't paying for no more of them cute little motherfucking shields no more. We ain't paying no more for these fucking rifles. We ain't paying for y'all to kill us no more. We taking them green ass suits and we're investing green dollars in our communities. Say defund the sheriff.
Thanks for watching StreetTV.net. If you're not subscribed, please hit that button below and click the bell to receive alerts and notifications. Feel free to comment below so you can give us your feedback, and be sure to watch the 2 related episodes to the right. If you want to support this platform or follow us on social media, visit the links in the description, and thanks for watching StreetTV.net.